post that?
Huh?
You really gonna post that?
Yeah. I got a tip. Oh, I thought my dress was down. Y'all, I'm not gonna edit nothing in this video at all, because this is a fresh video. I haven't had a chance to really calm down. Maybe calm down just a simmer. But I was doing this. I swear I was doing this for about 5 minutes, and my son looking at me crazy. Son, looking at me crazy. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why real quick. Because I don't sugarcoat too much for my kids, because life don't sugarcoat it for you. And I'm gonna explain to you why I was doing this. Because being a stepmom will make you think you went to jail. All this in your mental. You done went to jail. I done knocked somebody out a couple of times in my head. I have done a lot of things. I have to shake my head, because it's like I'm telling myself, no, don't do it. But I played the whole scenario, and it relieved me. Y'all know when you're crazy, when it relieves you to do stuff in your head. But it's also safe, because I ain't go to jail and I ain't lay my hands on nobody. But let me tell you what is crazy. When you have a teenager, when you have a teenager that is dang near grown, and okay, this ain't gonna make sense, but it's gonna make sense in my head, but I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, my oldest child is 10, so I feel like my mind and my body is mentally prepared for her process, because she's technically my firstborn. And so certain teenage things, regardless of what I've had to endure as a teenager myself, or watching my siblings grow up, and I feel like, me being the oldest of most of my step brothers and sisters, that I feel like I helped raise them, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like my mind and my body was not prepared for the teenagers that I now have, who are 17 and 16 at this moment. And so my mind is still in my 10-year-old's stage. Like, I'm not ready for her to be a teenager, so my mind ain't ready to deal with teenage drama. Therefore, me shaking my head like this is all the things that I wanted to do, say, and all of the above. Because I almost called my wife, who I call my mother-in-law, called my wife and told her to come get this girl. You know, when you getting old, when you make fun of people that are older than you, that start talking like this when they mad, they grit their teeth and they talk to you like this, because they mean absolute business. And when you be absolute business, because even as I do this, I'm squeezing tight, like you can feel it. Like I done squeezed it for no reason, hurt myself, trying to explain to you that me being mad. Now, I laugh at myself because the things that I say, it's funny, but I'm serious. I don't understand. Children these days, I know it's been said that each generation you'll hear somebody, as an always adult, say, I don't understand you kids these days. Well, I'm going to say it for my generation to the kids these days. Y'all are jacked up. I would never act the ways that my own kids act. And I'm going to own up to mine, because I know I'm hard on my kids, and I know that I guide my kids and I do everything that I know I'm supposed to do with my children. However, no matter what you say in these comments or to yourself about me after I post this video about how I raise my children, because I do tear their tail up and I do talk to them. And I believe I have excellent children. They're very smart. But it's certain things that they do that I know I would not do growing up. And I just told my son, when I do this, I got the Madea Mind, because there are things that Madea do and say that I know she would not allow. But she went to jail in her videos, her movies and plays, and I'm not about to do that. So, with that being said, okay, what I was saying was, these kids have the audacity to be mad. Okay, right now it's what, 10 o'clock, 10:30? I know from experience, if you messing up, not doing chores, not doing your homework, and a grown-up waits stay behind up, get out their room or out their bed to come see if things are done in their house, and they're not, and they wake you up, you better jump like a hot darn bunny set on fire by a carrot that melted in the pot. That didn't make sense, but you better jump out that dang bed and do what you were supposed to do with no lip, no attitude. You don't even look at the grown-up in the eye. Don't look at the grown-up in your eye. Do not look at the grown-up in the eye. It's called respect. And these kids don't have it because you out of your hot darn mind. If I have to tell you more than one time to get out of bed, for one, Madea Mind. Two, if I have to reiterate the chore, like you don't know what chore I'm talking about, get your hot tail up, get in the kitchen, wash them dishes. You don't, Madea Mind, did you just brush past me, look me in my eye, and knock stuff on the ground and kept going?
She must be out of her mind.
What happened, Jay?
She must be out of her mind.
Out of her mind. Mind you, he be out of his mind too, but this is not about him at this point. And I ain't gonna pinpoint what child it was, but you out of your hot darn mind. And that's why I just say it's kids these days, because I would not have done none of the things that these kids be doing these days. Because as I speak, I don't even curse, or sometimes, you know, on my videos and stuff, because my mama's gonna come through the phone on me some kind of way and knock me into next week. Or what she say, she throws stuff around the corner. My mama can throw things around the corner. I mean, around the actual corner, like a boomerang. And it's not a boomerang. You feel me? So that's when you know you growing up with some crazy stuff. I believe wholeheartedly she will remember everything that I do. That even over the phone that she's talking to me, I got that whooping. Or if I see her in another month, she's going to remember what I said and did. And she's going to get me then too. And don't have that mama, because that's my mama. You know, a long time ago, back in the day, you know, when you're in trouble and you done already got tore up for it. And your mama still go on the phone and tell everybody and their mama what you just did. And then when you see that relative, they said, oh, I remember what your mama told me you did.
That's creepy.
That's messed up. That just, I think that's what these kids are missing. As a matter of fact, that's not even what they're missing, because I have not strayed away from my upbringings. If anything, I've calmed down my mental Madea mind, and I just do this. But they get theirs. They do. They get it. I just don't go to jail. Like, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all the extra things that I thought in my mind. Not in the Madea mind. I broke it down. See, my mama name is Brown. And a lot of things she do and say, she go, that's that Ernestine. Because that's my grandmother's name. My great-grandma. My grandmother's name is Ernestine. And anytime she do something, she go, that was that Ernestine. So I'm going to say safely, when I do this, that was that Madea Mind. And my actions was that Ernestine. And when I tell you my kids don't want that Ernestine, they better chill out. They better chill out. Now that I let that out of my system, because I think y'all helped me calm down. High five. Now, how are y'all doing with y'all upbringings? I want to know. Let's talk about it. How were your upbringings? Because I think these are always funny stories, even though everyone, let's get this clear before y'all start doing the whole negative feedback stuff. Everybody did not have the same upbringing, I know. Everybody might not have some funny stories to tell, I know. And I know some people feel like certain things are abuse. I know abuse. I know people were abused, and I know I've seen it. I don't condone in it. We're not going to go there. I simply want to know about upbringings, and how do you now with kids deal with your children, and especially this generation, because there are some things that these kids do that I would never do. Oh my God. They just will do things and I will never have done them. Y'all tune in for another Love in a Cup. I ain't got no cup today. Oh, I'm lying. I've been drinking this here ginger ale. It took me all day because I don't like soda. But y'all have a good night. Y'all see how I'm looking? I'm like the up-to-date Madea in my Madea mind. Me and my Madea mind. All right, Jay. Say good night, Love Joan fans. Say
Good night, Love John fans.
all right.